was carrying that weight. Besides that Quan hit and Naylor in between.
Sports.
Because he moved Jimenez and Rocchio down.
Yeah.
So Jimenez was in the 7 spot, Rocchio was in the 9 spot. So that's a better line.
What a place, man.
Quan gets an RBI. Quan's bad. This place here, but he can't get everybody in.
Beautiful. I feel like I'm swimming around a fish tank of 1 million.
Yeah, I do like the way he mixed it around.
Great hospitality, man.
What
a pleasure to be
Thank you, Gary.
Fourth in the league or something, or some shit like that.
Our gracious host, we decided to come on down to the Crafty Crab, watch the final game of the NCAA March Madness Series. And who's playing in this final? What does it mean to you fine gentlemen tonight?
Well, apparently I picked UConn to win it all, currently in second place, and Ulysses has
Purdue.
Takes Purdue. Who wins this game?
Mano y mano. On one side, you have the snottiest, too hottiest, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the terror of Willoughby and surrounding areas. And he's coming for your throat. He's coming for that championship belt. He's going to give you a spanking. He takes a licking and keeps on ticking. And on the other... And on the other hand, we have the man who rants and raves and rants some more, Ulysses S. Rant.
Yeah, and Purdue, man, they can shoot. They got
Purdon'ts.
Ulysses,
the hook shots.
He'll talk your ear off. He'll outthink you. He'll surround you, just like the late great general of the Army of the Potomac. And Ulysses S. Rand here has Purdue, and it's not Purdue. Big Ten is coming for the championship. What do you think about that, Ulysses S. Rand?
Well, they just got to play some good ball, man. Move it inside. Get their big man set up on that hook shot, and if he's getting blocked down low, let them move the ball around, man. He should make some shots. It's all going to come down to who makes some shots and who plays defense.
Well, I just got done giving my halftime speech to UConn. I told them, punch that, did you poke that big motherfucker right in the eyes?
It's going to come down to who makes their shots and who plays better defense.
Now, if they're going to be making their shots, and a winner is finally crowned after this whole 63-game scenario, are we going to be taking some shots with the ultimate champion after this game is over?
Absolutely.
All right, you want to give us a status update here, the score and the time that we're finishing at this game currently?
36-30. We just tipped off in the second half.
They reviewed
UConn
head coach came over and was talking to the
don't.
They were like getting into it on the court.
We
I
just
thought they
poked
were
him
going to
in the
start
eyes.
fighting like a good minute into
Oh, that looked like a thumb. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's going to get intense here going on.
Every time he goes up, thumb.
Now we got a battle of some big fellas down low, would you say? And there's been a lot to do with fouls and getting down and crashing the boards. Has there been three-point shooting as well?
They were scoring quick though.
That was a long shot. He made it!
They were scoring quick at the beginning. Eddie and that dude, they were just.
Boy, UConn's coming up on a double-digit lead here. So how was the home opener today? You guys were in attendance for the Guardians.
Well, we got down there a little bit late. I think we headed down there about 11:30. But it was, the highways were clear. And
yeah.
We got off at 55th. We had no trouble parking. We got into a surface lot over there by Hofbauer House.
Nice.
Had some great beverages.
And you set up your telescope?
Yeah.
And it was coming, and the big moment was coming, and then what happened?
Well, so we got the telescope up.
What happened?
I watched the moon move over the sun for
was
damn
that before
near
or
totality.
after the kid's shoe kicked the telescope?
Well, it was kind of a snafu.
A little munchkin came around and
I enjoyed
you
what I saw. Well, a soccer mom van pulled up, and I offered to give this couple. They were nice. I offered to give them
and they repaid the kindness, right?
Well, so anyway, so the kid stumbled into my telescope with the Eclipse glasses on.
Well, you can't really see much in those.
No, you can't. So he happened to hit it in the bottom and knock it out of focus, and I spent a half hour just getting it in
And
focus.
the focus. Well, he didn't cause any damage to the
No,
actual
no,
telescope.
no,
Okay.
he didn't.
Just
But,
cause damage
but
to the
when
viewing
when you knock it
Otherwise,
out
you might
10
have
or
went over the
15
guardrail.
degrees, I mean, when you knock it out 10 or 15 degrees,
Yeah,
it's,
it makes
it's
all
lost.
the difference because it's a precision instrument.
Right, and
Yeah,
I
if-
don't have one of those autofocus deals.
Speaking
or-
of precision instrument, how did Mackenzie pitch today?
Damn.
well, man, hey, man, it was a turnaround. It was a turnaround outing for him. I would say, like
Surprised me.
5 2/3 scoreless, man.
Scoreless. We shut him out completely today. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
And that's so not just him, just the bullpen too.
Yeah.
So all in all, I'd say it was like a really nice home opener. The weather was actually pretty decent. Pretty good
yeah.
crowd. Although I saw some people filtering out as the game went on. I'm like, come on, it's a home opener. Get hype.
Right.
This is like the biggest event of the year until we
Yeah.
get to the postseason potentially.
They had to get up to the Crafty Crab.
Right.
I myself had to get stuck waiting for a train for.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about
So it's
how you got a buffalo out of your second train trip back. This was a good one.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with sports.
I know, but it's still funny.
Yeah. So how was your public transit journey in and out? Nick?
What have we learned?
Well, as per always, going in is nice and fast, but coming back out is a dreadfully slow
Yeah.
process.
Oh boy.
So was there a wait to the train
Well,
back?
on the second one, he got caught by some guy screaming like he needed, an emergency to get on the train, and then he proceeded to invite like half the other crowd, and Nick got left out.
Yeah, I wasn't playing left field. I was playing left out.
Yes.
But I gotta say, I was just gonna try to get a little more sports action in here. So the baseball game was really exciting, and we had really nice seats. We were on the third base side, and you guys were on the first base side, so we could almost go to play catch back and forth there.
Right.
But man, what a game though! I mean, shutting them out and seeing that 4-0 victory. We got to see a great home run by Jose.
So there was rumors of updates to the actual Progressive Field. How did they look? Did anybody get to check them out and have any feedback on that?
I was wondering what the heck we spent $200 million on.
Man, I saw those bars up there.
Jose.
I saw those bars up there, and they did look very nice. But I did get a last-minute seat upgrade by super friend of the show, Hunter, and his buddy, this guy Rocky.
Awesome.
So Rocky, if you're out there,
Hey.
thank you.
Thanks,
but,
Rocky.
Seriously, a last-minute total seat upgrade. So we were in the fourth row on the first base line.
Ooh,
That was a
throw
good
the
dunk.
hammer down.
That was a dunk.
Well, practically a windmill with no
And-
regard for human life.
Hi.
We did get a seat upgrade that was very nice.
Awesome. Right by the first base. Right at the
Yeah,
bat
first
point.
baseline.
Oh, that was a perfect seat. What a gorgeous day, too.
But yeah, it was a
couldn't have
gorgeous
had a better
day. Eclipse was totally viewable.
Amazing. It
The
was
cloud cover
amazing.
cleared up. It was great.
Oh, do you guys notice that the scoreboard operator was malfunctioning?
Yeah, dude.
He was
Me and
stronger
Hunter
than
were
me.
talking about that. Where
Yeah.
was he? The whole first inning.
He was over here drinking with me.
Yeah.
Get to
He was
work, you
working
lazy
from home.
bastard.
I think he was working from home.
Yeah, at one point you had
Oh,
to keep your own count.
Oh, boy.
And then I remember Mackenzie wasn't even on the mound anymore. Or no. The other way around. It was the White Sox pitcher.
Yeah.
He mixed them up. I don't know. He didn't update it or didn't click it. I don't know.
Well, we
yeah,
get so-
he was working from home.
We get so used to the technology that we rely on. We're at the game. We're like, what's the count, balls and strikes? We look at the little dots up there, and they're all going haywire. I'm like, I have to keep track of it myself. And me and Barry McCracken were sitting there. He's like, oh, man, was that strike 3? I was like, no, the count's 2-1.
No, but he didn't even have
He was
he
up
didn't
there
have
fucking
the
passing
balls.
out on the board. And shit.
Yeah. I think
Right.
he had a little
Oh,
too much
great.
at the pre-eclipse
Yeah.
party. That or he was just working from home and
Maybe he
wasn't
was half
there.
blinded. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
Well, yeah,
He-
there were a couple of upgrades to the stadium, though. I did notice they renamed the bleachers, the
Yeah,
John Adams bleachers.
Yeah.
And me and Barry McCracken were kind of having some tongue-in-cheek comments on how they treated the guy so bad when he was around
Right.
and made him pay for the season ticket for his drum, and they really weren't treating him too good. And then they named the frickin' stands after him after he's gone. It's like, that's a little disingenuous, but whatever. I guess we want to remember how great that guy was.
Thank you, Dolans, for treating maybe you're one of the top 5 fans you'll ever have. Garbage.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, that's like the top fan there ever was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was not only there and enjoying the game.
Oh,
but
hey,
he was
that's
using the
the
drum.
least they
Yeah.
could do.
He was the
for
only
the
guy in the bleachers. He would go in his spot and do his thing.
Right.
And everybody go up and say hi to him. Man, great guy.
I did notice that they.
Oh
took
yeah,
out-
well, when he's the only guy there.
He's the only paying customer.
Right. I mean, he even fucking. I think he used to even watch that team in the '80s.
Yeah.
Oh, the old stadium,
Yeah.
the municipal stadium, the big cavernous one. Back when the innings were
Yeah.
terrible for about a decade or
Right.
two.
So when you're the only one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually looks like we got a comment here.
Nice.
George is tuning in.
George.
And let's see what he says here. George says, "What's up, you beautiful turds?"
Oh, George, I got a big ass speaker. Wait till you see this thing. It's a big ass speaker.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, George. Hey, do we have any comments from the Peanut Gallery? They're
Yeah.
having a whole separate sports show that we're
Yeah.
having, but they're
Yes.
not even on the air.
Hey, Hunter, you want to come in? Got a few minutes?
Yeah, we got to ask Hunter.
We got to get. Hunter was down at the stadium. He's got to tell you about the
Yeah.
Eclipse experience.
Yeah, because I wasn't able to see all the new renovations because some of them were happening still in progress behind us, and I
Yeah.
did see they took out.
I had such a good seat, I didn't make it up there.
In true Dolan fashion, they didn't finish before the season started. Thank you, Dolans. I can't wait till you go bye in 3 years. You cheap son of a bitch.
He's giving him a 3-year window. Oh, it looks like we got another comment coming in, and we got Tank Telecast saying hi as well. Let's see here, Tank. Yeah, we definitely had a couple of alcohols, and we're tanking up a little bit for the game. And hey, Barry McCracken, what'd you say you got those beers for? $5 a pop? Yeah, so some beers for $5 a pop. Although to get a hot dog was $7.50.
Yeah, I know.
I spent $15 on courses.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's one of the biggest things. They didn't have ballpark mustard at the ballpark. All they have is that yellow mustard.
They forget their home opener was today.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
so.
they had the Burtmans. You guys just didn't make it to the right condiment station, man.
Oh, we went to a lot of condiment stations. We were looking to put our condiments on.
Should have brought a bottle in.
Yeah, no, you got to get the Burtmans, man. You'll see it. The ugly gray mustard. There,
Oh,
except
yeah.
no substitute. Yeah,
Hey.
he knows.
So, Hunter, what do you think about that game?
Well, their pitcher for his first start, he was carving the Guardians up left and right at the beginning. I mean, granted, they weren't scoring either, but I feel like once I got to him, I mean, they took him out quick. He only went 3-4 innings. He struck out 4 or 5, and then
Yeah, it
Next
really
thing
didn't last long.
yeah, because we had 2 people on, and the next thing I know, they're pulling him right away. Then after that, I just feel like the White Sox, they're not winning nothing for a while. They're in
Yeah, they're
prospect
bad.
hunting, so they're seeing who's good and who's bad, and they're sort of just weeding them out. So I mean, I thought we'd put up more points, to be honest. I was kind of shocked with only 4.
Yeah, you had the over on that game,
Yeah,
right?
it was at 8.5, and I thought they'd blow by that. I mean, yeah, they left some people on base and stuff, but
Oh, yeah, you guys were talking about a high-scoring game before it started, which I thought was funny because we were thinking it was going to be a low-scoring game for the away season opener, and they ended up blowing it out.
yeah,
And
that's
now we're like, okay, now we're going to score a ton of runs and pile it on. It would end up being a little bit more of a low-scoring.
yeah, 'cause, it took the Guardians 3 innings, I think, to get to the top of the order again, and the White Sox, they were in it middle of the second.
Oh, hey,
I don't.
as far as the order, yeah, me and Barry were talking about this throughout the game, that it looked like they shuffled the order a little bit. And basically, I didn't really have much to go off of, but I was basically just looking at their batting percentages and the arrangement, that instead of having all their best hitters all in a row, they were kind of spacing them out throughout the order. Did you guys notice that? And do you have any thoughts about that strategy?
I think putting Jimenez down there, he was 7, I think, that was huge. He's been killing it, and he hit a double right off the rip, and keeping him down there, and then what's his last name? Riccio? I don't know. The shortstop.
Rocchio.
Rocchio, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, he had a big hit tonight too.
He's been killing it with doubles. They put a stat up on the board. He was like 5th in the league or something. I know we're only 10 games in, but
Yeah, still,
for a
it's
guy
better to
that's
be fifth in
jumping-
the league, yeah.
yeah, and especially having him. We were just talking about it, and then Quan
Yeah.
batting after him, and
Yeah,
he's been
Quan,
hot. That's
too.
huge. Yeah. You're knocking in runs.
Okay, so now the discussion that we were having throughout the game was, would you rather have like the top of your order be like your best batters, and then like kind of put your weaker batters at the end, or would you rather put another strong batter with a high percentage like in a 9 spot, so there's somebody on base for when Quan comes up, so you can start batting some people in?
Well, I have a strategy to that, and if you think about like how the Indians were back in the day, like you had a solid guy batting 5th,
Yeah.
and then you had another guy like 7th, like Tommy.
Well, we had like a
But then-
star-studded cast back.
Yeah,
Yeah. We were spoiled. But in my mind, like your 9th hitter is gonna be basically your backup leadoff guy.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it was
So if you can strategically, all right. So you got your really good hitter. You got to have a good hitter batting 3rd, and you got to have a good hitter batting cleanup.
Clean up at 4th, yeah, of course.
But if your cleanup strikes out because he's swinging, then you got to have a good guy 5th. Then so let's say then you get another guy on in 6th. So your 7th spot is very important. And then your 9th spot is your backup leadoff hitter. And I'm pretty sure they did plug in Zimmer back when he was on our team in the backup leadoff spot. But anyway, what I'm saying is, the way your lineup is key, and I think they have had Ramirez batting 2nd lately. But
Ramirez?
yeah.
Jose? I thought he was in the cleanup.
no, they had Naylor in the.
I'm sorry.
yeah, they use
Naylor in the cleanup. Okay.
Yeah.
Fry was 3rd, wasn't he? Yeah.
yeah, and then Benson's up. Is Benson 5th? So anyway, yeah, I mean you gotta work with the team you have. But anyway, when you got to put some thought. I mean, then in your second guy, yeah, you wouldn't normally think Ramirez is going to be your second hitter. But when you're circling around, come the 3rd or 4th inning, you're circling back around.
Yeah, top of the order gets the most at
If
bats.
you get your number 9 guy back on base, and then Kwon gets back on base, now you got Jose coming to the plate, maybe with 2 guys on.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all. I think you put your best percentage hitter, best on base percentage. You want him first. But we were talking about like if he's getting on base, he doesn't have it on
But
power.
what I'm
maybe
saying
move
to
him
you
second.
is, if you got another good on base percentage hitter, you're going to put him in a 9th spot.
No, because he's getting the least at bats. No way. Okay, so if you have like
Yeah,
your
we
second
hear
best,
Barry. We hear you, Barry.
Yeah, Barry's in the peanut gallery. He's agreeing with that, but I don't agree. If you think that you want your Quan.
All right, so let's
player,
say number 9 gets on base, but number 1 don't. So now you have Jose batting with at least 1 guy on base.
Yeah, but number 9's not going to get as many at bats because he's last.
Now, if they have a good walk percentage,
Well,
like an on-base
what
percentage,
I'm saying
so
to you
take-
is when your lineup turns over, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
if you want,
good point, Barry.
if
Yeah,
you
so
want
if
your-
you get the number 9 guy gets on,
well, then move him down to second or third. Then there is somebody for him to bat in.
yeah, super friend of the show, Barry McCracken.
Barry
Even
McCracken.
if you get a guy like
Yeah, so you get the number 9 guy or the number 8 guy on base, then Quan can either hit him in or move him around, and then you got Ramirez knock him in.
that's why they got Jimenez at 7
So,
because he gets
yeah,
on base,
that'll
and
be-
that's what gets the.
That'll be a good topic for Tito is how to optimize your lineup
Yeah.
He's not
with
hitting
the,
40 home.
with the hitters you have. Well, like I said,
Well,
yeah,
that's our new coach, I think, is doing that, messing with the lineup and trying to
Yeah.
basically space out your good players. You have somebody up. But in my opinion, I think you put your best players all in a row so you get the best chance to score.
I mean,
well, that's the thing you got to realize, though, Nick, is got to keep in mind your number 7 guy.
it would have worked before the pitch clock.
You got to
era,
keep
but
in
the
mind
pitch
your
clock
number
era,
5
you
guy.
gotta-
You got to keep in mind your number 9 guy.
All right, we got George weighing in. Said best batters need to be at the top of the lineup because they get more at bats. It's simple. Thank you, George. I agree with that.
I mean,
Yeah, but George, when it comes back around though, bro, when it comes back around, I mean the end of the third inning going into the fourth, like, got to keep that in mind too.
and normally at
No,
the end
you
of the
want
game,
more at bats for your best players. When
Yeah,
the meat of your
it's-
lineup comes up, you score. When your weaker players come up, then maybe you won't score.
Well,
it seems to come down
you're
it's always the
trying to
bottom of the order
minimize
when it's
that.
the
Like I
clutch
believe
time.
for a while, I think the Guardians, like Tito would put Santana like fifth
Uh-huh.
in the lineup.
Yeah, but that's when we had actual power. I mean, we had Encarnacion,
Yeah,
And
Santana,
Encarnacion,
That's
parrot
true.
power. You carry his parrot around the
Ramirez,
bases.
you had Lindor. Like, that's when it was stacked. Like, yeah, you can have that meet up in the lineup, but you got to have guys sort of down 8, 9. You still had Perez. I forget. There's someone else that was in the outfield. But with the pitch clock here, you got to spread it out now. I mean, yeah, you want it
Dude,
up there. And the Guardians
don't-
aren't hitting a bunch of home runs either. Jimenez,
No,
he's
and
not
they're not
crashing
going
over
to.
the wall, but he's going to get you on base. Like, he had what? I
Dude,
think it was 2 for 3 tonight.
Don't you guys think the
Eight.
way the pitch clock now is just like kind of like really fast?
It's really fast, yeah. That
18
game was over
seconds.
like,
Like,
what, 2 hours and
18
15
seconds.
minutes?
Yeah, so like it seems to me like, all right, so they throw it back to the pitcher, the guy catches it, relaxes like for a few seconds. Then he has like maybe like 13 or 12 seconds to really like just like compose himself and hit the mound and actually throw it. Like
I don't mind it. Speeds it up a little
it
bit. Keeps
really,
him
I
going.
felt
That
like
can-
it really has speeded up the game. Just from especially watching it live today. I mean, and I went to some games last year when it was 20 seconds, but I would say with it being 18 seconds, it seems like it's quite a bit faster. And the pitchers are worried about violating it because obviously they just get an automatic ball.
I mean, he uses more relievers up, gets more people going, but like it, I don't know, it speeds it.
But
keeps them
didn't you
more
agree?
active.
Didn't you agree? Watching it today was different.
It was quick. It was
Yeah,
quick,
it
quick,
was-
quick, quick, quick.
Even taking 2 seconds off.
Yeah.
From 20 now to 18. It's
I mean,
yeah,
because
2
you
seconds
burn.
over
I
200
mean,
pitches.
Right.
you burn 2 or 3 seconds just when the pitcher catching it.
George said he loves the pitch clock because the game is more entertaining in his eyes, and the eyes are always on the clock and on the ball, and there's more action. Hey, Barry McCracken, I know you want to be heard but not seen, but if you want to come over and yell some comments, then we'll.
Yeah, Barry McCracken, a super friend of the show.
Yeah, super duper.
Yeah.
We finally got Hunter on here, super friend of the show.
Even that Banks.
All right, let's get Scotty's opinion about the pitch clock.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about the new pitch clock, Scotty? Game speeding up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a momentum killer.
I have to say about the new pitch clock, I actually love it. It's growing on me. It makes the game so much faster. No bullshit. I actually love it. It grew on me. At first I was so against it, but now I really dig it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
bullshit.
did hear that, Barry. Yeah, Barry mentioned that the Players Association said that the pitch clock is the Players Association is blaming that for injuries.
Doesn't help the
Which
hottest
I
player in the
don't
league.
I
The
don't
Guardians
think
pitcher got
that's
hurt,
accurate. I
Right.
don't know if they have
Get
any
used to it,
evidence
you
for
know?
that.
Right.
That's how I see it with the NFL too. Like they added that extra game for the season. Like obviously
Yeah.
you've seen quarterbacks get hurt like crazy. That's the most.
Yeah.
This year is the most backup quarterbacks that's ever been used. I can
Right.
see it with the pitch
No,
clock, but no one wants to be sitting
You
there
know,
for
like
6
now
hours
I
on
saw a
base.
statistic today. It was like the best, like 30 out of the best 35 pitchers in baseball now. Like I think like 10 of them or 15 of them now, like threw out their
Yeah.
elbow. But I don't think that it really has anything to do with the
Yeah.
pitch clock. I think that has more with them trying to throw the ball really fast.
Right, and you got to get into the rhythm, and unfortunately, the way I look at it is like it was the pitchers that were sandbagging and stalling. It was total obvious bullshit. So, fuck them. Keep it going.
I mean,
and I don't
these
see
guys,
why.
these
I don't
guys
see
are
why.
out there now. These guys are out there now. They're all trying to throw the ball 96, 97,
Right.
98, 99, 100 miles an hour. And you made it in the league with your breaking stuff.
Yeah. See,
But now you get there, and now you want to fucking...
Kyle, I look at this as a double-edged sword. I was thinking the Major League would be against it for advertising dollars and length of game, but now that the games are more exciting, viewership is actually going up. So, this is a look in progress. I like to see how it goes and injuries, whatever.
Yeah,
it's part of the
and
game.
I don't blame the injuries on the pitch clock. I blame that more on guys trying to throw harder and throw the fastball.
Right. And then there's another thing that you have to consider this side of the argument. If you're throwing faster, the batter's got to be ready, so you don't have to throw as hard. Maybe you can outcraft them, and this is a fast-paced game. They're trying to just pick up the speed.
I don't
of the
think.
game.
Yeah, I don't blame the pace of it. I blame.
I got you.
They're throwing hard. They're not throwing the breaking stuff. They're throwing hard.
Right.
And I guess that's
unless you're Cookie Carrasco.
Well, hey man, there's plenty of pitchers that have made it.
It works.
There's plenty of pitchers that have made it plenty of far because they have great breaking stuff.
Right.
And they don't throw their arm out.
We just have to get good relievers.
Exactly.
That's why they're using more relievers.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
Bring in your reliever, your Class A, then let them torch it up for 30 pitches at 100 miles an hour.
Exactly.
I think both
now, I'm not a baseball pitcher, and I know there's some torque on your arm when you're throwing the curves, but I think what's hurting these guys is they're all trying to throw 96, 97 or higher.
Yeah. To try to whip it
They're
forward.
throwing their arm out.
And this ties into what Hunter was saying. Like the NFL, they expand the games. I think they should expand the rosters, give more players like in the Major League, and more players in the football field. Just more players out there that you can use, and then that'll actually lessen some of the injuries because it just, in my opinion.
Well, it's giving the relievers more playing time, too. Like the
For
Guardians,
sure.
they used 3 today, and I think the White Sox used 4 today.
Right.
And before, without the pitch clock, normally as the starting pitcher would go to the 6th, 7th, you'll have the
For
reliever
sure.
in 7, 8, and then you have your closer come out. I mean, that's someone dominating the game. Now, if it's like they're getting blown out for the other team, that's a different story. But the relievers, it just gets more players involved. It keeps the game going, and you never know. There's one reliever that'll always shit the bed.
Right.
And all of a sudden they're back into it. So, I mean, I can see from that point, but I don't mind it.
There's always a reliever that will walk a guy in the late innings.
Oh.
Walk a guy and give up a hit.
Usually he's part of the DN's teams.
Oh, yeah.
All the sports are so magnetized now on little details for, like, clock. No one wants to sit at a baseball. I mean, I used to go all the time before the pitch clock.
Yeah.
I'd sit there for however long it took.
It's boring. I have to admit it. I said right off the bat. Now it is more exciting. Actually, it is like more entertaining, and because it just moves quicker. Before I could time it in, it starts at 7.
You're getting like
it starts at 7. I know it's over at 10, but now I know it's over at 9 and stuff.
I'm on the opposite side of the fence.
Yeah, it grew on me. As weird as that sounds, it grew on me.
I don't like the pitch clock.
All right.
I think these guys are professionals. Give them the time to fucking, I don't know what they do. Use the rosin bag, kick off their cleats.
Fucking around.
Fuck around. give them 10 to 15 seconds before they even go to pitch.
You think Class A is back to his old self?
Yeah. So what do you think about the the outlook of the Guardians so far? I mean, it's been a nice start.
8-2 now, right?
Yeah. Been a nice start.
I mean, Detroit got absolutely blown up tonight by the Pirates. The Twins, they've been.
They were facing Keller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think between them, I mean, it's a long season. I don't know. We'll see.
There's going to be some hiccups with the Guardians.
But don't you agree, Hunter? It's a damn good start. The Guardians.
100%. Win the division games. I know, like I said, we got a long way to go, but.
And then Fry for Straw out in the outfield. I think move's starting to pay off a little.
Oh yeah.
We finally got somebody going hit.
Yeah. I mean that's what you need.
And Rocchio had a hit too tonight.
Sure did.
Finally, you got a shortstop that can hit.
Minnesota's just too wishy-washy right now. Like they were good, and then like they've been.
But anyway,
that's how I'm feeling the division's gonna be. For
8-2 is just a damn good start. I mean, and
Did
when
not
they
expect that.
when they were doing the introductions on the field today, and they said Vogue, I was like, yeah, I was so happy, man. We finally,
Especially being on the road the first like 7 or 8 games, like that's all.
Yeah.
Really never.
Yeah, you
We
got a
all
good
like
dr-
to-
you got a good draw.
well,
with
you
the
would have
teams.
had a
Yeah.
10-game road
Yeah.
swing, but of course one got rained out.
Right.
They had a good draw
But
with
you
the
went
teams
7
and
and
the luck of the
2 on
order.
the road, 7 and 2 on the road, and then bring it back home and win the night. Now you're 8 and 2,
Yeah,
The
and you
Yankees.
shut them out. Of course, it's the White Sox, but yeah, you shut them out.
good. It's a good draw. Like I'm saying, we got a good draw,
Yeah.
but they're still professional baseball teams, so
Right.
they're not going to play a garbage.
Anyway, yeah, I
They
mean,
found
yeah.
ways to win.
I think Steve's
and then a
doing
couple of games that they actually lost, like
Right.
them 2 losses. Remember
Well,
on
one of them
Easter
was
Sunday,
on
yeah,
one
that
of them
like,
was on
yeah,
a big homer.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's all
but-
things considering, 8 and 2. Where do I sign?
Right,
That's what I'm
right.
saying. Where do I sign?
And and I think we said before. I mean, we were hoping he could fill Tito's shoes, but maybe he can fill the sock.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's filling the sock.
Yeah, and by the way, UConn 56, Perdon't 40.
Per don't.
But
Yeah,
it's not looking
Hey
good.
boy.
not looking good.
Mhm.
Even for this weekend with the Guardians, I mean, the way the pitching matchup, like McKenzie pitched today, we play the Yankees this weekend. That'll probably be a good judgment on how back McKenzie is. I mean, he's okay. I mean, yeah, he popped out a lot, which, I mean, he got him out. That's all that matters. We shut him
Yeah.
out, but, like, it's going to be...
Yeah,
I thought the
Seems
kid
like-
was done. I
This,
really
uh,
did, but
yeah,
he
this-
showed some guts today. I was like impressed. I really was watching a
This
little bit.
series,
I was impressed,
yeah, definitely a bounce back start for him, man.
especially with Bieber, going through what he had to go through. We needed another solid arm, and we couldn't count on McKenzie until he was out there today, and now there's a little bit more glimmer of hope.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely
Come on, McCracken.
a benchmark,
McCracken.
a kind of I guess some benchmark games against
want
the
this?
Yankees.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's
Hey, how much battery are we working with, Nick?
running on fumes.
Sure. You want back in, Nick? Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
can
rubbed,
smash
I
him.
rubbed it in a bit.
Take me. UConn's guards are killing him. Oh, they're great.
Hey, the gravity's going that way.
Gravity.
I'm glad you guys didn't see that.
Yeah. So, by the way, we are live at the Crafty Crab with the lovely Carrie. Thanks
you.
for having us.
Well, thank you guys for coming. Big supporter of your guys' podcasting. Love you guys and enjoy the whole.
So, what did you think today about the Eclipse and Guardians opening day and the men's Final Four? Exciting?
It's a very eventful day here, especially for anybody in Cleveland.
Hell yeah.
Think about this because we got the Guardians, right? Big baseball fans. Listen, I don't know much about it. I just know that I like watching it, especially when we're winning, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, hey, you got a hot team now, 8-2.
Hey, let's go. The Eclipse was beautiful. We had that what I call a solar flare. I have no idea. I'm not an expert. Towards the
Yeah,
it's
it's
Oh,
called the
yeah.
diamond ring when it blows up like that.
called diamond ring. That's
yes,
pretty
it
cool.
is. That's right. And if you can get really lucky, you can see Bailey's beads as well.
Ooh,
Yeah.
excellent. But it was cool. We had my staff, which is basically my family. I spend more time here than I do at home.
Right.
They were excited. We had the glasses. Everybody was having fun. We opened on a Monday, which we normally don't do. We had another previous podcast, with our whole series with the
Double
basketball.
podcast. Wow, what a day.
I know, exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, what a beautiful establishment you got here. I feel like I'm swimming in an aquarium. There's
Yeah.
a gigantic shark up here hanging from the ceiling.
Hey, can we come back here, Nick?
Do you know how many people are like, can I pay for the shark? I'm like, no. I'm like, Jaws would not be happy if I stole his friend.
Well, I'm sure we'll be allowed back as long as we behave.
All right.
Well, we're not guaranteed on your behavior here, but you're allowed back.
You guys got like TVs all over the place, great for a sports environment. You said there's a big TV you can fire up, like 192 million inches.
It's like 371 inches. It's just cool, though, because it's not projection screen. It's all integrated network
Very
of
cool.
boards. It's so awesome. We got the Bose system down there.
So hey, man, maybe we could do some Cavs playoff coverage, maybe.
Ooh, Cavs playoffs coming on up, not too long.
I love it. I
More
love it.
basketball, very nice. We're gonna have to set up a basketball hoop here in the corner and shoot mini basketballs.
Well, Scott just cleaned out the corner for us over there. He cleaned up my little mess.
Oh.
So maybe we get one of those.
Yeah,
One of those to
okay.
debate and have fun. We can actually have maybe a contest.
Oh wow,
I love contests.
Okay, a couple things in the works.
Yeah,
here.
it's fun. It's what it is. It's
Yeah.
a great family environment. Like I said, if you don't like boil bags, a lot of people are gonna believe this, but I think I'm Wingstop on Tuesdays. No, just easy. Our wings are great.
Yes,
but
they are. I
Thank
will
you.
vouch.
Oh yeah,
I had some tonight. Thank you.
Tried a couple of those wings, and whoa, it was an explosion. Of
Yes.
we have tons of pricing for drinks and stuff. You know, for guys and stuff, we got buckets of beer. You know, whatever. You bring your family. Eat. You don't. It's not an expensive day.
Make sure you guys check out the Crafty Crab in Mayfield.
Crafty Crab in Mayfield, right here in was Golden Gate Plaza.
Golden Gate Plaza.
Yeah, that's right. And,
The
you know-
old TGI Fridays building.
Oh, okay. I was like, this looks.
Thanks
looks
for
kinda
having us,
familiar
Terry.
here. It looks like big and beautiful on the inside. But I was like, there's something here that reminds me of some other place.
Yes. Well, thank you, Nick and Kyle. I had a great time. I'm glad you guys came. I'm glad you guys had a great time at the Guardians game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. It was great. And thank you so much.
Absolutely, and like Kyle said, there might be some Cavs basketball watch
Yeah.
parties here up in the near future, and hopefully they can get their act together, and maybe they can make a deep playoff run. We'll be coming back
That
here
would
a
be
bunch.
great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Actually, would. It would be great. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you very much for being on the show. Do we got any last words?
Nope, I don't, but I'm going to hand it over to Scotty and let's see what he has to say.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think we might be getting close to the end here, so maybe Scotty, you want to lead us off with some last words for the viewing audience, and send them off with a big goodbye.
Oh, hey, thank you, Kerry, once again. This is great. And
Hey.
great basketball game. It's a great day in Cleveland. Actually, it was a great weekend. You think about it, with the Final Four tournaments for the women and everything. And I guess my last words are like, I'm so proud of everybody from Cleveland. Everybody represented themselves well. And this is really a fun time. Everywhere I went, everybody was friendly. It was just really, really super refreshing. So
Yeah,
thank you.
man.
Thank
No-
you,
and
Cleveland.
nothing really got crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't see any crazy traffic jams.
Yeah, nothing stupid. I mean,
Nothing
can't ask for anything
stupid.
better. I mean, it really
Everybody
was
watched the
beautiful.
Eclipse, and it was just it was a nice day in Cleveland with a bonus.
Everything seemed to just come together for
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, we had the trifecta. We had the Eclipse. Once you got to totality, you could look at it with the naked eye. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like one of the most memorable experiences of my life.
Right.
And then we went down to the opening day. I don't think I've ever been down to
Hey,
the actual game.
Guardians
And
shutout.
Guardians won, and UConn won. Per didn't.
Well, we got about
But
6
that's
minutes
all right.
left, so we got to get off the show and get to yelling
Yeah.
at the TV
Thank
about
you.
Purdue versus
That's my
UConn.
last words, and thank you guys. The
Yeah.
What a
telecast and
trifecta.
everything, Dogfight Sports, DAWG, and
Dog.
And thanks to the
Dogfight Sports.
It was called the Layup, and I was on there for 2 different 20-minute segments, and they're going to be on the Dogfight Sports and everything. So we're working together with really good people, and it was a tremendous day. Thank you guys.
Excellent. Ulysses S. Rant, you have a final rant for us to send us off.
Hey, I just hope everybody enjoys being in Cleveland. What a damn good day it has been. What a very awesome Eclipse. Go Cavs. Go Guardians. 8-2, damn good start. Hope they keep it up. Hang in there, Cleveland. More good things to come.
Yeah, it was great to be in the stadium and see the Windians today.
Right.
Alrighty. Hey, Hunter, do you got a last word on the show, or do you
Any
want to
last
help us bark
words?
it out?
Help
All
us
right.
bark.
Help us bark. Come on over. We just got to bark it out.
Thanks for coming on the show, Hunter.
Yeah,
Just yell
thanks for being
from
on,
there.
Hunter. Thanks for being on, Carrie. Thank you guys very much. And we are Dogfight Sports, DAWG. And let's bark it out, gentlemen.
Oh, oh, oh.